Yo, what is up, guys? So I just want to talk to you guys today just a little bit about, my experience with Advanced Warfare so far. Now that I've played it for a few days, gotten a nice feel for the game, and actually not really the best feel. I'm gonna talk about that in just a second, and just some tips and tricks and some stuff I've learned through this game. And so, one thing I've heard a lot in this game that people think there's gonna be a really big skill gap, and that's something I'm kind of disagreeing with. I mean, I think the game had opportunity for there to be a big skill gap, but I think that since the guns kill so fast still, that the skill gap is not really going to be there. Like, compared to Halo, Halo has a big skill gap because, like, in Halo, pretty much, if you are not a good player or have decent aim, you are going to get very, very few kills. In Call of Duty, you tend to get a lot more lucky. And so since the guns kill really fast, you kind of the skill gap is not there as much, but the skill I do think the exosuits, excuse me, I think they do like give you a lot more options and different movements, so you can outplay people a lot better. But the only other thing is like the problem with not the outplay and everything is a lot of the maps there's really nowhere you can go to where you can actually feel safe. Like the problem is that they can just get to you so easily no matter where you go that I don't know, it kind of makes it really hard for anybody to go on a high kill streak in this game. It's something I've really noticed. Even people like using red guns and trying, I haven't really seen many people in my lobbies actually get really that high of a kill streak. And so that's one thing that I really don't like about this game. Another thing that I've noticed in this game is the sensitivity I have to play on in this game is a lot lower. I play on 10 and use the variable zoom on the first setting when I snipe, which is a lot lower compared to like any other CODs that I've played. I think in Black Ops 2 I normally played on about 12, and in Ghost I played anywhere from like 16 to 18. It just depends on like what I was using. If I was using like a thermal, I would use 16 sensitivity, and if I was using just the normal USR with a normal scope, I would use 18. Just because the different zooms kind of just throw me off. But anyway, this game, like, I had to play it a lot lower just because the game, like, the shots are so far away in this game, and that the scope just sways so much, and the Xbox One controller, like the thumbsticks, are looser than the 360s, and so it's really, really hard to make little adjustments. So I've had to lower my sensitivity down. It's really bugged me, but now that I'm used to it, I honestly I like it a lot better. And if you guys are having that same trouble too, I know that you like every bit of your body might be kind of like wanting to, not your body, your mind might want to say no, stick to the higher sensitivity, you'll get used to it. I highly recommend that you just lower your sensitivity a little bit. But if you don't, that is your choice overall, but just know that it's going to be more frustrating of a game for you. Another thing I really want to talk about is that it's really hard to get camos in this game. I don't know why they decided to make the camos so hard to get for the guns. Like, okay, so pretty much you can go through a whole prestige and literally use only one gun. At least for me, like I used the Moors pretty much all first and second prestige, or all, not first prestige. I don't know, up to first prestige and then through first prestige. I used the Moors, and I got like 4 camos. And so like it's really hard to get long shots with this gun. Like in other Call of Duty, you think a long shot isn't a big deal. In this game, like I literally went through an entire prestige, only got 60 long shots, and you have to get 500 to get all the long shot camos. And so it's absolutely ridiculous, and it resets every time you prestige. And so I don't know exactly why they decided to make it so hard to get camos, because that's something that the Call of Duty community has always just cared about a lot. I don't know exactly what they were thinking. Maybe they thought it'd be easier to get long shots, but with the sniper sway and the assault rifles just melting you at long range, it's just so hard to get long shots. So that's one thing that's been frustrating to me. I'm kind of tired of using the same really bland camo. I know it's not a big deal in the game, but it's something that I like my gun to look nice and pretty. And so when my gun doesn't really look cool or anything like that, and I'm not really having a good game, it kind of makes me more frustrated with the game, I guess. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm absolutely loving this game, and I'm still getting used to it. It's still really weird to me, and it's still really foreign. I haven't really been happy with any of the clips I've hit. I mean, I've hit like a bunch of quad feeds, and I mean, even though the kill feed stays up for so long, like most of them have been faster paced ones, but I'm not satisfied with quad feeds. I can't get anything higher than that. So far the game has been pretty frustrating to me, just in that aspect. I'm still really enjoying it. It's just it's kind of one of those things that I'm just going to have to, it's going to take time for me to get used to, just because it's a lot different than other Call of Duties. Leave a comment down below, guys, if you're struggling in this game like I am, or just any tips that you can give me would be great, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.